know what it feels like to go on sales appointments and you feel like you've got the presentation down, right? So, you're on the appointment, you know your script, you know what you're doing, you feel pretty comfortable, you've built some good rapport, they are nodding, they seem affirmative, and then you get to the end of the presentation, and what do you hear? You hear, let me think about it, let me talk to my finance person, my mother, my dog, my best friend. Like, there's a million and one excuses about why this is not the right time and why they are not going to buy today. So guys, if that has happened to you, today we're going to cover something called objections, go over how to deal with objections, because as salespeople, we have all been there. We know what this is like, and it's super frustrating because we feel like we're doing everything right, but quite frankly, it's obvious that we're not. So stay tuned. Guys, my name's KayAnne Myer. I am your virtual sales coach. Welcome to my channel. If you've never been here before, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and like this video. Now, I have designed my videos to be collaborative, to be holistic in their process. Sales is such a giant topic, and all of it kind of fits together super organically. So I'm gonna recommend that you check out a lot of the videos on my page. They all work together. Again, this is a collaborative process. I have been in sales and marketing for over a decade. I have put thousands of hours into coaching people just like you, and I have taken my platform here where we can have an interactive experience. You can put your experience in the comments. You can tell me what you're struggling with. You can tell me your triumphs, and we can work together to help you close more sales, put more money in your pocket, and live the life you have always dreamed of. Guys, this makes me so excited. I love doing this. I love coaching you. I truly want to see you guys soar and succeed and live in abundance and joy exactly where you belong. So without further ado, let's dive into objection. Now, I don't even like using the word objections. I actually prefer using the word concerns, because quite frankly, it's not a no, right? It's just a not yet. And if we're hearing this over and over again, it's time to take a step back, really observe what's going on, take some responsibility, and say, okay, here I am. How can I improve this? What can I do better? Now, there is a simple formula here, and if you don't know it, it goes like this. Number one, feel. Number one, feel. Number two, felt. Right? Felt. Number three, found. Feel, felt, found. That is the formula of how to deal with objections when they come up, okay? So the way that looks is like, let's say you're selling a car. I use this example all the time, but let's say Dan comes into your car dealership and Dan wants to buy a car, okay? And so then Dan is like, no, I don't think that's gonna work. So we need to isolate what is Dan's concern, right? And we need to have an excuse to bring up some kind of alternate package or something that might work better for him based on what information he has already given us in the meeting, all right? So that's gonna sound like, Dan, I completely understand how you feel. Okay, I completely understand how you feel. We have had a lot of people come in here and they have felt the exact same way. They have felt the exact same way. Just last week, Bob came into the car dealership and he felt the same way you do. It felt like a huge expense, or it felt like it wasn't the right time. You are not the only person who's ever felt that way. But let me tell you, Dan, what a lot of our clients have found over the years is that when they drive this type of luxury vehicle, it breaks down less, right? It's more reliable, it is safer. It has all of these features that do this. And because of that, they have found that it is still worth the investment, and it actually ends up saving them money in the long run. You see what I did there, guys? Feel, felt, found. This can be applied to absolutely anything, any scenario that you encounter as far as objections are concerned. And so also, the other thing we want to think about is, why are these objections coming up in the first place? And are they real? Or are they excuses? Okay, so here's the first thing, guys. Here's how you tell the difference. If someone has an objection that is not real, they will not bring it up again. Okay, if you hear an objection come up more than one time in the meeting, you can consider it to be legitimate. But if it comes up one time, doesn't come up again, let's just scratch it and not give it another moment of thought, okay? If it comes up more than once, we can consider it real, and then we can dive into it and see if there is some kind of workaround, right? Because so many times people tell us so many stories. I'll tell you this one thing. Back when I was selling a particular product, there was a couple that came in and they had tattered clothing on, kind of dirty. They looked, quite honestly, like they were not going to be able to afford what we were selling that day. And they came in and we had a meeting and they ended up buying the largest package that we offered. And I gotta tell you, I was completely shocked when we started going through their financials, because I had made a friend, I had solved a problem for them, and at the end, like you always expect, we had so much trust developed between us. They became my friend, and they started to confide in me, and they told me, hey, KayAnne, you know, we actually dressed like this on purpose because we didn't want you guys thinking we had a lot of money. We wanted to throw you off of our scent, and we wanted you to leave us alone because we had no intention of buying today. So guys, don't believe everything that you hear or everything that you see when you're out there selling, right? Bring the value, bring your expertise, deal with the concerns that come up, and if you hear the same concern come up more than one time, you work around. If it only comes up once, you scratch it from your memory, okay? The other thing is, why are they also coming up in the first place, right? Why are we getting to the end of the meeting, and why are people saying, let me think about it, let me call you back next week, let me talk to my business partner, let me talk to my husband or my wife? So the reason that happens, guys, is you forgot one major important point, right? That is, what's in it for them? What's in it for them? Now, we have another video where we talk about the discovery process, and we dive into how to isolate people's concern and their problem. But you can give the most beautiful presentation. You can do the most beautiful clothes. But if you don't somehow touch a nerve or something within that person's heart about how this will improve their lives or solve some pressing problem, right? What's in it for them? You're gonna lose them. Right? Bigger problems require bigger solutions. So guys, get out there, feel, felt, found, isolate those objections. I'm super excited. I love you guys. Thank you so much. In the comments, once again, this is designed to be a collaborative experience. Tell me how it's working. I challenge you to go on a couple of your appointments this week and make sure you're listening for the concerns. If they come up more than once, we address them with feel, felt, found. And guys, I promise you're gonna start making more sales, okay? You're gonna do it. This is awesome. You're going to live the life you always wanted. You're gonna close more sales, put more money in your pocket, and I will talk to you later.